Hello, this is the second video in the series where I go on vacation with my parents in California. I also went on vacation with our family friends, Cindy and her parents. They came in from Taiwan. I don't think I mentioned this in the previous video, but Cindy's parents and my parents are actually college friends. So they've known each other for almost 30 years, I think. It's pretty impressive. So if you haven't watched that video where we go camping at June Lake, I will link the video up here in the cards and also in the description box below. Speaking of description boxes, I hope you guys are reading every single one. I try my best to either talk about the video or just give you a little hint of what's going on in my life at the time that I wrote the description box. But I also include a lot of information that I think you guys might be interested in, which is like links to products that I'm using, or maybe links to podcasts and books, all that kind of stuff. So if you are ever curious about what I'm talking about, check the description box below. And if I don't mention something that you guys are curious about, leave a comment and I will respond back to you guys. I went through this footage and I felt like I did a really bad job of explaining what was going on, and the story just didn't really connect. So for this video, I will be narrating once again. Let's get started, shall we? We stayed at Half Dome Village, which was originally called Curry Village. Half Dome Village has a lot of different lodging options. There are tents with no housekeeping, tents with housekeeping, and there's also walk-in campground reservations. And I'll get a little more into that campground piece later. But for the first 2 days that we were there, we did stay at Half Dome Village doing the tents with housekeeping, and then the last day we were hoping to get a campground. We'll see how that goes. I mean, I know how it goes. You don't know how it goes. Good morning, friends. It is 5:30. And we are in Yosemite. My hair looks crazy. Oh my god, I really didn't put any makeup on. I'm kind of freaking out because do you see this eyebrow? Oh geez, okay, don't worry about it. You know what, we're in nature, right? Might as well go all natural. It's not that I haven't gone all natural before, but just like, usually I try to at least do my eyebrows because this looks freaky. This morning we are going to go hike the Yosemite Falls. I feel like I should go back and do my eyebrows. Stop freaking out. This is the only area that has Wi-Fi. Everywhere else it's just because the granite rocks are so tall that it blocks out signals. It's Yosemite. It's really lovely here. You should just appreciate the nature. I got to exercise a little bit this morning, which is great because if I don't exercise, I become an asshole. Like, I've been an asshole to my mom for the last couple of days. Partially it's just like I haven't gotten enough sleep, haven't had much energy or time to put in an exercise, any kind of exercise. And that just makes me feel upset and mad. So this morning after I did like a 20-minute upper body workout, I feel not great, but better. I'm waiting for the rest of my family to come out and we're gonna go get some breakfast. I feel like I should go back and draw in my eyebrows though. Dad, why are we going to the bathroom?
This route has some very picturesque spots. So we are taking this route. But, and they are just by restroom. So, yeah.
So right now we are here. We're gonna take the shuttle all the way down over here and then walk this upper route. And then see the Upper Yosemite Falls from here. Oh, there's a Yosemite Point right here too, so we might do that. And then okay. I will say I am ill prepared for the hike this time. I don't have the proper hiking gear. Like, I'm wearing cotton right now, and you shouldn't be wearing cotton because if you sweat and there's a breeze, you could get sick. It's just not very sweat friendly, right? So that's why you always go for sweat wicking clothes. That's Half Dome. on the top of this and then go down and then see the falls. I was reading about the Yosemite Falls, and all this water comes from melted snow. And then once that snow is gone, there's no more falls. So usually when you come at the end of summer, there's no waterfall left. Thankfully there's stone steps right now. The incline though, insane. They said we have another hour to go before we get to the top. Oh my god. We are at the top of the falls. That's the waterfall right there. Cool. Made it back to ground level finally. It is 5:30 right now. Except we have to wait for Cindy's parents. Ugh, I feel so gross. I got bit already. Look at this. Ooh, mamacita. I had to come back early because the insects were getting to me. Do you see this huge thing on my face? Not pretty. And I was walking over to the pavilion and I ran into my dad. Let's talk about this whole campground reservation. There are a lot of campground sites at Yosemite, but most of them, they are only walk-in. So what happens is that each campsite has their own office, and if you want to get a spot on that campsite, you have to line up really early in the morning. Sometimes it's 7 a.m., sometimes it's like 5 a.m. The office will open at 8 a.m. and they'll be like, oh, well, we definitely have X amount of spots available. For everybody else that's in line that doesn't get a definite spot, they put their names down and they have to come back to that office at 3 p.m. to see if anybody had any last minute cancellations and a camp spot opened. There were a couple times I walked past that office and people just took their sleeping mat and slept on the ground while waiting in line. That's how intense it is. Like, it's crazy. Morning, morning, friends. Because we wanted to go camping for one night. Uncle, he stood in line at like 7 a.m. Okay, so I guess he was there at 5:30. And he got #1. Congratulations. Alright, we are driving over to the campsite right now. I'm squished in this like one little corner because there's so much food right here.
You have to buckle up, otherwise tongue with jam.
Oh crap. Okay, I am buckled in with all the snacks. Look at me right now. No, that looks wrong. The tents are finished. Oh, almost finished. We're just drying them because on the first night when it rained really, really hard, we just like packed everything and went on our merry way. So now we have to dry them out before we're able to sleep in them tonight. Right, Father?
Mm-hmm. 这里有断掉，所以就
I thought Upper Yosemite Falls was supposed to be a moderate trail, but I just looked at the map, my first time seeing this map in all of the times that I've been at Yosemite, and it is actually strenuous. Valley Loop Trail, that's where we're going right now. Baba, have you ever walked the Valley Loop Trail? I haven't either. So we're gonna walk it together. What are you looking at?
I'm looking on some kind of mountain lion. Maybe they are up in a tree.
Baba, do you want to meet a mountain lion?
No, maybe very scary.
My dad's being a child, shaking the tree. I'm only wearing this much long sleeves because of mosquitoes. They're really getting to me. Oh, damn! There's 3! Ugh! Like this morning I woke up and my legs felt okay, but then once I started walking, my legs were like, you ain't gonna do this again. But we did, and we walked for, I don't know, like another 5 miles. Morning, last day in Yosemite. Do you see over there? There are people lining up over there. I don't know if you can tell. That's where you have to line up for campground reservations. I wonder how early they came. The fog is hanging real low today. You can't even tell where Half Dome is, because I think it's like behind that cloud. Roll up the sleeping bag, you have to first pray to it. That's why you start kneeling on your knees. Why is it so thick? That's what she said. I'm losing power. It's lopsided.
Are you able to make it?
It's lopsided, but I did it. Ah, I finished.
You finished? Wow. Wow, very good.
Remember when I was young, I was really bad at this?
你爸爸都在做所有的收拾所有的东西，对不对？
My dad's mean. He saw one of my folding jobs and he was like, this is bad, and he just took it out. Thank you so much, do it again. Ike. This one is one of those like inflatable air mattresses, but you have to blow it up yourself, which is really hard because I had to do that twice. I'm not very good at it. It doesn't become hard. That's what she said. There's so many good jokes.
Oh, sorry. You're recording.
Are you happy now, Ba?
Woohoo! That's so good. That's what we say quality.
It's what?
Perfect.
Thank you, Dad. My dad's trying to clean off the pollen. Ba, I am helping by recording this so you have memories.
I don't need a recording that. I need help.
What did you find?
I find so many fish. I should bring my fishing pole. Drop it.
Wait, are you throwing the fish back in the water?
Yeah.
To catch it again?
Catch and release. So you have a lot of fish to fish.
My name is
Juliet! Juliet!
with a nugget of chuan.